Welcome back to another action-packed Starbase update. Things are moving fast at Boca Chica, and there's so much to dive into. Booster 13 is getting some serious attention at the launch mount, with every tweak pushing us closer to the next big launch. And just when you thought Starhopper was purely a piece of history, it's getting some surprising upgrades too. The energy here is electric, and every day brings us one step closer to something groundbreaking. Over at the orbital launch mount, Booster 13 is the center of attention. Scaffolding surrounds it as engineers work meticulously on the connection points between the booster and the mount itself. But here's the key. The scaffolding is coming down, which usually signals some upcoming flamey activity. This kind of setup suggests we're inching closer to a test that'll have everyone on their toes. Meanwhile, a red excavator is working on the flame trench, digging holes at a precise angle. This trench is more than just a hole in the ground. It's a carefully designed channel that helps direct the intense exhaust and heat away from the rocket during liftoff. And over at Starhopper, the early Starship prototype is getting some special attention. Have you hit the like button yet? Help us boost the YouTube algorithm by giving us a like. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. Many thanks for your amazing support. Workers have been polishing it up, possibly as part of keeping this iconic piece of SpaceX history looking sharp. At the assembly yard, we spotted the dance floor, a giant movable platform that plays a crucial role in various tests and assembly stages. Watching it in action is like watching a well-choreographed production unfold. During a recent detonation suppression system test, the whole setup came alive. Crews, trucks, and flashing lights all in motion, creating an impressive sight that shows the sheer coordination involved in every aspect of Starbase operations. Ship 31's heat shield tile work is another story of meticulous engineering. The scaffolding remains up, but the tile work is nearing completion. These heat shield tiles are critical for protecting the ship during re-entry, and seeing them installed brings it one step closer to being fully mission-ready. One of this week's most captivating moments was cryo testing on Booster 13. Watching the frost build up on the booster as it's pumped full of cryogenic propellant is an amazing sight, turning the rocket into a giant ice-covered machine. Vapor clouds drift across the launch site, creating a foggy atmosphere that's oddly beautiful. During Flight 5, similar fog almost obstructed some of the camera views, reminding us of the sheer intensity of these tests. And for those who love the audio side of launches, the recent static fire test delivered. When the exhaust plume cleared, there was a rare glimpse of the blue Raptor flame in all its glory. To add to the show, we saw the deluge system activate just before ignition. A small spray of water that adds a touch of theatricality to the launch sequence. It's the kind of sight that makes you imagine just how thrilling a nighttime launch would look. On the equipment front, the Starlink dispenser, or Pez Dispenser, has been moved to the Sanchez site. This dispenser is essential for launching batches of Starlink satellites into orbit. Are they preparing it for the next mission or modifying it for something new? We'll have to wait and see, but it's another intriguing piece of SpaceX's evolving puzzle. Another highlight came from above the Gulf of Mexico, where the returning Dragon capsule created a mesmerizing plasma trail as it re-entered the atmosphere. It's moments like these that make the entire operation feel almost magical, and seeing it streak across the sky was unforgettable. Despite visibility predictions, the conditions were perfect, and several cameras managed to capture the capsule's dramatic descent. Closer to the ground, work continues on the new orbital launch mount. Huge structural pieces are being positioned, hinting at preparations for a possible second launch tower. Watching these giant components move into place feels like seeing a massive, space-ready construction site taking shape right before our eyes. Back over at the Megabay, the final touches on a ship section were in full swing, with massive doors raising and lowering in a carefully coordinated process. These fabric doors function almost like a curtain, opening to reveal the ship section before closing up again. Glimpsing the inside of the megabay gives us a sense of the scale and precision involved in each assembly stage. Out on the open pad, Booster 13's recent static fire gave us more Raptor visuals. This test marks a significant milestone, showing that SpaceX is pushing forward with new tests and configurations as they prepare for future flights. With the booster now lifted from the launch mount, this rapid progression shows just how committed SpaceX is to maintaining its as a bonus, the Dragon capsule returned and some NASA safely, though one astronaut reported medical keeping an eye out but its and that wraps up this week's Starbase updates. From Booster 13's big steps toward launch to the mesmerizing return of the Dragon capsule, it's clear SpaceX is pushing boundaries faster than ever. Every new test, each piece of hardware, and every completed milestone brings us closer to a new era of space exploration. So, as we inch toward that next historic launch, stay tuned here for all the latest developments from Starbase and beyond. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate what SpaceX just pulled off here. No other company or government space agency has ever tried to catch a 70-meter rocket in midair. This was a first for humanity. And it worked. This could be the breakthrough that allows SpaceX to launch rockets as often as airplanes take off from airports. As we keep our eyes on the horizon, we can only imagine the thrilling launches and discoveries that lie ahead. Make sure to stay tuned for our next update as we continue to follow every twist and turn at Starbase. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to share more incredible moments in space exploration with you. Until next time, keep looking up. Don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe for more jaw-dropping space updates, and join us as we embark on a cosmic journey like never before.